My first game on national television, I was extremely nervous. My wife was watching at home for the very first time to see me on TV, which was a really exciting moment for me. The two referees I was working with were also on television for the first time. We were doing the Nike Friendlies, which, if you don't know about this event, Nike Friendlies are the U17 competition between national teams. At that time we had United States, Korea, Turkey, and I think Portugal. In preparing for this game, my crew and I knew that we were on the precipice to get on to MLS. We knew this was our shot. We knew that all of the important people in US soccer were watching that match. And so, I think our batteries are dead. So, we knew going into it that this was our shot. And I wish I could explain to you the excitement and the anticipation that I felt going into that game, but we were really willing to give everything. The national anthem played. It was the first time that I had been part of the FIFA anthem on a walkout. It still gives me chills up my arm, that feeling. And when the game began, I was like a bunny. I was hopping up and down the line. I was so jacked up that I had to calm down, bring my level down a little bit. But the referee actually had the opposite reaction. His reaction was that his energy was low. And sure enough, 5 minutes into the match, the moment, the decision, the defining moment of this guy's career, everything that we had been working up to for the years and years and all of the tournaments, just like you were doing, traveling across the country, making our way through the games and the events and the tournaments to get recognized and taking step after step after step. This was the moment, 5 minutes into the match, where the penalty kick decision happens. And I look for the referee, and the referee is not in position. He knows the moment happens. The attacker goes down inside the penalty area. Everyone looks at the referee, and the referee's in a terrible position. And the referee looks at me. He's about 25 yards away, and I'm about 45 yards away from the decision. And he looks at me, and I remember what I thought in that moment. And I said, "Why the hell are you looking at me? This is your decision. This is your moment. Why aren't you owning this decision? Why didn't you work your tail off to get in the right position for you to own it and for you to claim this as your moment to show everyone on TV, to show everyone at US Soccer that this is your game. You are here. You are ready for that moment. You are ready for the next level." But instead, I was disappointed. I was kind of angry that he was looking at me for help. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm 45. Own the decision. Needless to say, that referee never made it to the MLS. And I won't say it's about that one decision, but absolutely that one decision matters. We are judged at the highest level by those decisions. The penalty area is where we make our living. It is where our careers go to die. The number one reason that professional referees get taken off the list is critical match incidents, and most of them are penalty kicks. When I go around and I watch fields like events like today, one of the things that I want to see is the urgency, the ownership, the undeniable presence to nail decisions in the penalty area. That is where you make your money. No one cares about throw-ins. Well, except for coaches, because they scream about throw-ins. But no one's going to remember those. No one's going to remember those. So my message to you this morning is to own the penalty area, to absolutely understand that you are not evaluated evenly. All of your decisions that you make are not treated the same. The penalty kick is 85 to 90% of your job. That is how you are evaluated by the coaches, by the TV, by the commentators, by the fans, by the players. The decisions you make in the penalty area make or break games. Your game. And you need to own it. You are not evaluated evenly. They carry the most weight. When we do our evaluations for US Soccer, those critical match incidents, those are the reasons that referees fail or pass. They have the most opportunity to increase your score or decrease your score. These are the clips that get sent to the assigners. These are the clips that the coaches do, especially in MLSNext, right? They identify a critical match incident, they send it to the assigners and say, hey, I think the referee got that wrong. They don't care about the yellow card. They don't care about that spa. They don't care about the 85 other % of decisions that you make. This is what we live and die with. So we have to own that. So what I want to do today is I want to show you some best practice examples of what we want to see from referees. Now, I understand that this is me as an assistant referee telling you how to referee in the center. If you ever watch me blow a whistle in a college game or something like that, you're going to be like, yo, he doesn't do what he was telling me to do. But I know what the best referees in North America do. And I know that they never let me hanging because they're in the right position, they own the decisions, and if they miss something, I'm there to save the day, but I can count on one hand how many times I've had to save a referee in the MLS because they own it every single time. So I want to look at some of the best practices of how they run, the body language that they have, the energy that they show, the urgency that they have, not only to get to the decision, but then what they do afterwards. So let's take a look at what some of the best referees in North America do. This one, I want you to take a look at the body language. The referee is going to be right here. I know it might be tough for some of you to see in the back, so feel free to come up. Referee is going to be here. What I want you to pay attention to is how he hunts. He hunts. He comes to the area, and then he doesn't allow anyone to stand in his way, and the body language is here. He's engaged. He's ready. He's focused. He's hunting for the angle. He doesn't just arrive and say, yep, good enough, and then just stand and watch. Watch his body language as he trails this play. He's reading, makes the quick adjustment here. Ball comes to the top of the penalty area. Look at his body language. He sees his player coming around him, hunkers down, and then makes the quick adjustment to make sure he sees the action. He doesn't just arrive and stand. He hunts. He hunts. He's here. He's engaged. When that player goes down, where do you think everyone's eyes are looking? After the action happened, who does everyone look at? The referee. What is the referee looking like when people are actually watching him? He's here. Does it look like I'm engaged? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. No one's going to doubt that this referee's not on it and paying attention. Next one. Okay? I want you to look at the quick change of direction and how much agility the referee has as he gets to the top of the penalty area. Most of what I see is you guys arrive and then you become a little bit static. These guys do the opposite. They arrive and then they hunt and then they lunge, they sprint, they go lateral. They make quick little agile adjustments to try to get the best angle. John Freeman, he reads it, quick acceleration to get wide. And then he runs. You're going to get a good angle from the backhand side here. He gets wide, and then you realize he actually has to go wider to keep seeing it. When he makes his decision, he's running at the touchline. Watch how he goes wide. I'm not interested in whether or not this is a penalty. What I'm interested in is his decision credible? Is his movement, look how he's going towards the corner flag there. He keeps moving. He doesn't just arrive. It's quick, it's agile, sometimes it's lateral movement, sometimes you might be at the top of the penalty area and moving like an assistant referee where you're sidestepping. That might be one of the places in the field that you show that kind of movement. One of the things I want you to look at this clip is, where do you think the referee is when the decision actually happens? And then notice where the referee ends up when people actually see him, okay? So I want you to think, how many yards away is the referee when the decision actually happens? How many yards away is he when the decision actually happens? 20-ish? Good? Okay. How far away is he when everyone actually sees the referee? Less than 10? What he does is really, really intelligent, and I encourage you to use this in the game. The decision happens, he keeps running. He pauses, then the whistle starts, he keeps running, blowing. When he's done blowing the whistle, he has gained 15 yards. So when everyone actually looks at you, you look like a hero, like, wow, that referee was really on it. No, he was 20 yards away. But the optics matter, yes? The optics matter. People don't know where you were when the decision had to be made. They do know where you were when they looked for you. So keep running, keep accelerating. You'll see our referees that they see the decision, and as they blow the whistle, they accelerate as they're blowing the whistle because they know the optics matter.